Full circle. 1 year had passed since Alex first set foot in Sunburst Shores. The district was buzzing with excitement as the annual arts festival kicked off, transforming the already vibrant streets into a kaleidoscope of creativity. Alex stood in front of Prisma Tower, a sense of nostalgia washing over her. She was no longer a resident, but today she was returning as a guest lecturer for the new batch of artists in residence. As she entered the familiar lobby, memories flooded back. Her first tentative steps as an artist, the late nights of creation, the friendships forged. Sophia greeted her with a warm embrace. "Welcome back, Alexandra," Sophia said, her eyes twinkling with pride. "Are you ready to inspire the next generation?" Alex nodded, feeling a mix of excitement and responsibility. "I'll do my best." In the communal studio, Alex faced a group of eager faces, reminded of herself just a year ago. She shared her journey, the fears she overcame, the techniques she learned, and the community that supported her growth. "The most important lesson I learned," Alex concluded, "is that being an artist isn't about perfection. It's about authenticity, growth, and having the courage to share your unique vision with the world." After the lecture, Alex wandered through the arts festival. Her own booth stood proudly among the many displays, showcasing her latest works. The past year had been a whirlwind of creativity and success. Her exhibition at the Miami Contemporary Art Museum, commissions from collectors, and even a small but growing online following for her art tutorials. As she strolled, Alex ran into familiar faces. Milo, now her business partner in a small design studio they'd started. Jasmine, fresh from a successful sculpture installation in New York. And Lydia, who had become not just a gallerist, but a dear friend and mentor. The festival culminated in a special event at Geode Beach. As the sun began to set, artists and art lovers gathered to create a massive, collaborative sand sculpture. Alex found herself working alongside both old friends and new acquaintances, all united in the joy of creation. As twilight fell, the beach was illuminated by hundreds of small, solar-powered lights embedded in the sand sculpture, making it glow like a giant, otherworldly geode. Standing back to admire their work, Alex felt a tap on her shoulder. It was Carlos, the beachcomber she'd met on her first visit to Geode Beach. "Quite a change from when you first arrived, eh?" he said with a knowing smile. Alex nodded, realizing how far she'd come. "I never imagined this is where I'd be a year later. Sunburst Shores has a way of bringing out the best in people," Carlos mused. "Especially those willing to look beneath the surface." As the night wore on, Alex found a quiet moment to herself. She walked along the water's edge, the warm waves lapping at her feet. Pulling out her ever-present sketchbook, she began to draw, not just what she saw, but what she felt. The sketch that emerged was a self-portrait of sorts. It showed her standing at a crossroads, one path leading back to her old life, the other winding through a colorful, abstract landscape representing Sunburst Shores and her artistic journey. Alex realized that this sketch encapsulated her entire journey, the fear, the growth, the joy of discovery. But more than that, it pointed towards the future, full of endless creative possibilities. As she looked up from her sketchbook, Alex saw Sophia approaching. "So, Alexandra," Sophia said, gazing out at the moonlit ocean. Alex smiled, feeling a sense of calm certainty. "I'm not entirely," she admitted, "but I know it involves continuing to grow as an artist, giving back to this community that's given me so much, and helping others find their creative voice." Sophia nodded approvingly. "That's the beauty of the artistic journey. It never truly ends. There's always something new to discover, both in the world around us and within ourselves." As they stood there, watching the festival goers enjoy the glowing sand sculpture, Alex felt profoundly grateful. Sunburst Shores had not just taught her to be an artist, it had taught her to live artfully, to approach each day as a blank canvas full of potential. The journey ahead was uncertain, but Alex was no longer afraid. She had found her path, her community, and most importantly, her authentic creative voice. Whatever challenges or opportunities lay ahead, she was ready to face them with a paintbrush in hand and the spirit of Sunburst Shores in her heart. As the stars twinkled overhead and the sounds of laughter and music filled the air, Alex knew that this was not an ending, but a beautiful new beginning. Her sun-kissed journey of creativity had only just begun.